My name is Dina Ornelas, and the name of this storytelling is called Summer Camp. It is the story of the year that I went to a summer camp in Colorado when I was 13 years old. This summer camp was great. We went swimming, we went mountain hiking, we went horseback riding, we got to tell stories and sing around the campfire, we went to a dance, and I got to meet lots of people from different parts of the country. It was fantastic. Well, the day that we were going to go horseback riding, they told us that we were going to get up extra early that morning because we were going to have breakfast out on the range. And we thought, this is fantastic, even though we had to get up extra early. And yummy! They told us we'd have hash brown potatoes, scrambled eggs, biscuits, gravy, and sausage. What could be better after a nice morning horse ride? And then, of course, just the thought of being out there riding on my own horse, me, my horse, and nature, I felt like I was a character out of the movies. Well, I was thinking all of this as I walked to the stable so that we could be assigned our horses. And the horse handler says to me, "Have you ever ridden before?" I said, "Not really." Of course, I didn't want to tell him that I didn't think riding the mechanical horse in front of Kmart counted as horseback riding, even though I had done it multiple times. So I quickly followed up with, "Sir, could you please give me a horse that's slow and sweet and gentle?" Well, I ended up with Bessie, and Bessie was beautiful. She had this beautiful yellow-white mane and a beautiful yellow-white tail. She had a strong, stocky body and full-grown horse. So I thought, I am set. This horse is going nowhere fast. Well, once they showed us how to get up in the saddle and set us in the right direction, we all set out on our trail. And Bessie was so slow that by the time we got her going, we weren't at the front of the line, nor the middle of the line, nor at the, well, we were at the back of the line, let me put it that way. And that was okay. We got going, and I was enjoying the ride. I was enjoying seeing all the other horses ahead and moving through trees and around rocks and across grassy areas. And as we were approaching this area by a gully, it was like a channel between two slopes, one of the professional horse riders that was with us called out, "Hope y'all are hungry because we're almost there." And at that point, it's as if Bessie sort of got energetic, because the next thing I knew, she, instead of following the rest of the horses, decided to jump this little channel, and there we went, whoop! And before I knew it, she had passed this line of trees, and we were on the other side, and I saw the clearing where the chuck wagon was set up with our breakfast. So we get there, I come off of Bessie, and I tie her reins around a little branch on a tree, just like I had seen in the movies. And I was beginning to think, I wonder if we're going to go back the same way, because if we are and she decides to jump, I better be ready. So I asked one of the cowmen, and he says, I said, "Sir, are we going to go back the same way we came?" And he said, "No, it's all flat land from here back to camp." And I thought to myself, great, because I am not cut out to be a horsewoman or a horse girl at the time. So once we were done with breakfast, we got back on our horses, and of course, by the time Bessie was ready to go, we weren't at the front of the line, nor the middle of the line, but we were back at the end of that long line of horses. But that was okay, because I figured I had nothing to worry about. So we're going along, and then suddenly Bessie picks up her head, moves out of the line of horses, and begins to take off faster and faster and faster. And I pass 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know how many horses, I lost count. But she's going, and I'm thinking, what am I going to do? Well, I held on really tight to the horn of the saddle and on the reins, and in the corner of my eye, I saw one of those horsewomen stringing out her lariat and throwing it over, and like slow motion, I saw it fall over Bessie's neck, and we went from this fast pace to a gallop, to a trot, to a walk, and sooner or later, we were sauntering again. And I thought to myself, my face must look like this. And my hands were glued to the horn and on the reins. And the horsewoman pulled right alongside, and she says, "Are you okay?" And I said, "I'm okay." What else could I say? All I can tell you is that Bessie and I made it back to camp first, just like in a movie. And there's two things that I brought back from this summer camp experience. The first was on my hand. I had the biggest bulbous blister I had ever seen. And the second was an award for being the best horseback rider the camp had ever seen. And that is my story of summer camp.